What is that hackathon about?
It was
Closer.
it was about basically 5 problem statements were given, and those statements we should build our own idea and we should submit in 24 hours.
Series City hackathon. That's what you mentioned. 2023. Good job. Yeah. Yes, Vaidika. Tell me something about yourself.
I am a B.Tech Computer Science undergraduate from Keshav Memorial Institute of Technology, Hyderabad. I am proficient in 4 programming languages and worked on 3 different projects. 2 of them deal with artificial intelligence and machine learning, and one is a web development project which I am currently working on. And one of my achievement is I am part of Women Engineers program, which is supported by Google. I'm one of the top 1% applicant who selected over 22,000 applicants all over India, which included 4 screening rounds. And in this program, the aim of this program is to decrease the gender gap. The women are very less in the technological field, so they aim to nurture us in our professional skills and also technical skills.
Good, very nice. Abhinav, tell me something about yourself.
Abhinav, so I'm a computer science undergraduate from KMIT. I am passionate about solving real-world problems with the help of technology, which reflect in my projects. Talking about my projects, one of the project which I'm proud of is Visual Aid for Visually Impaired, which converts images and videos into speech format, which help visually impaired individuals and blind people to be more aware of their surroundings. That's one of my project. And the second one talking about is remote sensing Gen AI. Normally, in this day and age, we capture satellite images with the help of optical image screening, optical image technology, which is highly inefficient when we want to capture satellite images at the night time or when weather conditions are bad. The project I worked on is SAR image colorization. With the same satellites, we can capture SAR images, which is synthetic aperture radar images. By colorizing them,
In that visual aid for visually impaired, how did you handle hazard detection and alert system? Can you tell us more about it?
what we did is we collected a data set of hazardous incidents like fire or a manhole is open on the on a road. Such images we collected like thousands of those images, and we trained a model according to those specific thousands of images. And whenever a visually impaired person clicks a photo, when the attributes fall into that hazardous range of section, our app detects, it throws an alarm for him. So in that way it detects hazardous.
So does it take care of the Indian roadside conditions?
Yes, sir. We
No,
train.
because if you look at it, most of the footpaths are by those hawkers. So how do you address a guy who is visually impaired to walk on the footpath? There are no footpaths. How do you support that? Isn't that a hazardous condition for him?
The road without a footpath.
No, footpaths are all occupied by hawkers, right? Fruit vendor, vegetable vendor, the pani puri guy, all of those you see. Where are the footpaths? Where do they walk? How do they know that this is a dangerous route to take?
Yes, regarding that one thing, while we were developing this project, we did not think of that use case. I will retrospect it.
Okay, now if you have to consider that in your existing system, what changes would you have to make?
In my project, I'll do the same thing. If I'll collect even more images to expand the range of my data sets, which can solve even more wide range of use cases like you said, like When you don't have a footpath, the best thing you can do is walk the most left side part of the road where you have the white line, like inside that white line. So we'll take more than like a data set. We'll include the images into our data set which have such images so that we can implement that specific use case which can solve the problem of the
How big was your team?
6 members.
And what was your role? Guys, can we have patience? Sir, come here. Come here. Come. You and I will sit here. How big was your team? 6. What was your role?
My role initially was to develop the front end and front end.
Okay. You developed the front end using what?
Flutters.
And what were your team members? What did your team members do?
My team members, along with me, more 2 people helped me in developing the front end and UI design. Other 2 people worked on the back end, and one person was working on a feature called gesture detection. In the sense, we the user handling the app without on its own, in the form of gestures, where he can open the app and shoot the.
So what challenges did you face while developing this project?
One of the challenges we faced while developing this project is not having a model of our own. We took an existing model and we retrained that model with respect to our data set.
But I thought you said you captured your own images to train your model.
Yes, sir. We fine-tuned it that way. We fine-tuned it that way. One of the biggest challenges is, I feel, us getting more data sets can increase the accuracy of our project. And one more thing which we faced is, I think that's it.
Good job. You did good job. Yes, Vishnu.
Yes, sir.
Very interesting name. In numerology, you added extra I and an extra H.
Yes.
Is it from birth or was it a later add-on?
Sir, it was when I was in 7th class. My name was Vishnu Madhav. Since Vishnu and Madhav were meant same meaning, they removed Madhav and added 2 I and 2 H to my name.
Okay. So what does it total to? Which is obviously something good, right?
Yes.
So can you tell us more about it?
It was basically done to give me the strength and capabilities and to increase more focus on what exactly I need to do.
So do you think 7th class or 7 years?
Seventh class.
7th class. So do you think there's been a change? Does your family perceive change of name, change in you, more stronger, more happier person?
I don't think so. There is a lot of change after making that name change, but I feel better that I have been improving day by day from what I was
So
doing.
this numerology, do you believe in numerology?
Sir, I do not completely believe in numerology, but what was expected from my parents is what I do.
So if this is my company name, would adding some extra characters make that company grow bigger?
No, sir, I don't feel it will make it bigger by just changing the name.
That's a nice answer. Because of these things, it will make it bigger. Then the next question is, what do we add? Justify why adding this is better. Safe bet is, I don't think. I mean, my parents have that belief, so they changed it. And I'm good with it. I mean, you don't have much choice. Good. That's nice. Good. Tell me something more about yourself.
Good evening, sir. I'm R. Vishnu. I'm a pre-final year CSE student at KMIT Group of Institutions. Coming to my technical expertise, I'm equipped with Java, C++, Python as my major programming languages, and I'm experienced in projects in web development. I use tech stack like React.js and Express.js. Also, I've done 2 mobile development projects using Flutter and Firebase as a database. Apart from my technical expertise, I have a profound CGPA of 9.5 I was maintaining from my first semester. Also, I have represented my college as an I have represented myself from this college as entrepreneur in IIT Bombay associated with Physics Wala, which later discontinued due to some circumstances. Adding to this, I was also the top rank convener. I was also top rank holder in this convener quota, and I got admitted into this college.
So you got an absent rank of 1432.
Yes.
Why did you choose KMIT? You could have got in some other college.
Sir, because my
That's something they'll ask you. Where it came from CBIT, I think, Vasadi. I don't know what ranks happened, but it's a good rank, 1432.
Sir, when I was at that age, I don't know what exactly is KMIT, but my parents and relatives was some people are studying here, so they suggested that college encourages a good curriculum. They mainly focuses on principal learning by doing. So they thought this could be a best fit than any other college. Also, this is nearer to than other colleges which are very far.
So do you regret that I didn't join at other campus where better sports facilities are there, better canteen, better extracurricular, which I'm missing? I could have with my rank.
Sir,
What do you feel about it?
I don't personally have any regrets about it because what is expected to be done in BTech is done a level more in this college, and a lot of knowledgeable people and various domains are there to get.
Good, thank you. That is answer. Tarun, are you ready?
Yes, sir.
Next time you come for the interview, please more formal. No slippers. Be like Abhinav, see? Smartly white dress, pant, shoes, polished today. See, this is also like a serious interview. Don't take it casual, because your dress also makes you more casual sometimes. I could be wrong, but this is not allowed absolutely in any interview. Shoes, I think they send you a dress code. Yeah, anyway, that's fine. Yeah, tell me something about yourself, Tarun. You have a 2-page profile compared to everybody.
So my name is Tarun and I'm a third year BTech student from the branch CSE AIML. So I'm in I'm in the A1 batch and I have good coding skills in C, C++, Python and Java. And I've been doing an internship at Pranisha Infotech, which is a startup company, since 6 months. So I've been working on Angular 2, apart from React.js, which I learned in college. I've also done payment gateway integration and the front end and back end using Node.js, etc. And apart from these things, I'm a 2-star coder at CodeChef. I'm a pianist of grade 6 and I have certification from Trinity College of London. And I'm also a very good chess player, rated over 2000 plus on leaches, etc. Yes.
You're working as an intern.
Yes, I'm working as an intern.
So why would you want to join us?
So I'm doing this for experience as of now.
Which one?
The internship.
No, but why don't you take up the job there?
No, sir. I don't want to work there full time as it is a startup company. So I would like to find a bigger job. I'm doing this internship for my experience.
So you mean to say startup is the only reason why you don't want to join? Or is it something else?
Yes, sir. Startup is the only reason I don't, because the company is not that big yet. The employees.
You can make it big.
Yes, I can, but
Even Amazon started small. Even Microsoft started small.
Sir, but since I am a college student still, I would like to keep my CGPA good. I would like to crack a bigger job, and I think I have bigger.
So what is bigger job for you?
So,
Is it brand like Infosys, or is it a startup where you get to learn more?
so a bigger job for me is LPA, sir. It's a bigger package, and what's the company about?
You don't want to answer like this. First thing you don't want to say is, I don't want to do because it is startup. Second, I want to join a bigger job because package is better. You're not joining for money. Yeah, you're joining for money, but you don't want to tell them you're joining for money. Yeah, so you can say, I don't think I want to. I mean, I have absolutely no problem working for a startup, but I would like to work in a domain which is not full stack. Because these guys are in something else. Some other company will be something else. So don't ever want to say, I don't want to work in a startup because it is a small company.
Sure.
Maybe work you do there is much more, lot more challenges, you learn more, which is not what you will get in a big company. Big company, small work, maybe big package. So you have to change your question because the interviewer will say, oh, maybe we are also not that big. We also don't pay that much. So this guy will not stay with us. Are you getting this, guys? So always say why you don't want to work, not because of the company, not because of the pay. Just tell them I probably want to work in a different domain, which is what I think is much more challenging. Because that's what this company is giving. Yeah? Sure?
Sure.
Okay, now I'll rephrase this question and ask you. Let's see how you rephrase your answer. We are already working as an intern, and that may get converted to a full-time offer very soon. So why would you want to even try with us? Because you may not be with us.
Because as an intern, I'm doing the full stack role, but my domain is AIML, as I'm an CSE AIML student. So I'm looking to work in a domain which is closer to AIML, and I'm looking to get to work with a bigger team.
Okay, now the interviewer will say, we don't work in AI, we work in full stack, and that is also a full stack company. Ours is a full stack, so why would you want to work for us?
So as a full stack, I'm more interested in a back-end role than a front-end role. In the startup, I was doing more front-end role.
You know, the best, safest answer you can give is, this is just an internship. I'm not even sure if that will get converted to a full-time offer. Safest, yeah. Be safe in your term. What you answer. So it is an internship. They have not promised anything about full-time opportunities. So I'm not sure about it. So I'm looking for full-time through college. Did you get this through college?
No, sir, I got it.
So you can tell that I got this on my own through some contacts. But since companies, college placements are happening, I would be more happy doing here because that is guaranteeing me a full-time job. Something better. But don't ever talk about technology. They'll cross-question you, I'm telling you. HR guys are notorious for that. Yeah? Good. So now did you see a difference last week? Tell me about yourself, and today's tell me about yourself. Did you see a marked difference? Amazing confidence, clarity of what they want to say, brief, no nonsense anywhere. And it comes through preparation. And each is different in their own way. Like I questioned him on his name, numerology, good answer. I questioned him on his project team size, he could answer. I questioned her directly without telling me what is his strongest achievement, she could answer. So you need to just prepare yourself on what you are, what your profile is, how they ask questions. You can mold it according to it. But everything should be based on your profile. Nothing should you say about yourself which is not here. Your achievements. Everything should be here so that we can refer back. That is why I was checking. Yours was also mentioned. Yours is also mentioned. Your piano player certification. All that is great. Good. Now, what do you want me to test you on? All five of you. Java, Python, what? Who would like to be tested on Java? One, two, Java. You also said Python, somebody, right? You said Vishnu. I thought you mentioned that. Then Java, I can record it. Okay, great. Is it clear? We'll test them on Java. Okay? Anybody can answer. Is a question. Okay? What are some of the salient differences you find between Java and C++? You have both. You have C++ in syllabus, you have Java in syllabus. What are the very obvious differences you find with respect to object-oriented programming between C++ and Java? Krishna, can you do that later? Huh? Yeah, who wants to answer? Salient differences. Yes, please, go ahead.
JVM does not allow the malpractice while it compiles into bytecodes, but in C++.
What do you mean by malpractice?
No, if the code is malicious, if it is giving wrong,
Okay, continue.
if the code,
The next point. Take. Oh, that's the only one you wanted to know. Java does not give you access to memory directly. Whereas C++, you have access to the memory. You have pointers, references. Java doesn't allow it. It's like a box, sandbox. Yeah. Anybody else? Obvious, yes, please.
So basically in Java, we can, once if we compile the code and we get a class file, we can run it anywhere. We don't have that in C++. So previously JVMs were installed on the machine, Java virtual machine. So if we compile it on, let's say, Windows, and we have the class file, we can run it on any platform, such as Linux or Mac or anywhere. So this is the advantage with Java. And
Most salient difference is this point where build once, run anywhere. Whereas in C++, for every different architecture, different operating system, you have to recompile your code. You get that executable code, but Java you just compile once and run. Remember the same thing we talked about? See, that's the most important difference. What else? The question was on object orientation. I'll buy the story, but I asked you a question on object orientation. Yes, please. Who wants to answer?
so we get exception handling in Java.
We have in C++. We have, yeah. Yes, sir. Object-oriented programming. Okay, audience. Audience. Mic.
So,
We have 4 mics, sir.
so we have,
Go answer. I'm listening. Where are the other mics?
we have this diamond problem in Java, whereas in C++,
Okay, now, what is the diamond problem?
yes, multiple interfaces not supported in Java.
Multiple interfaces. Not
I
supported.
mean inheritance.
Okay, is multiple inheritance diamond problem?
Diamond problem, I'm talking about the diamond problem, let me explain.
I'm asking you what is diamond problem?
Yes. Diamond
Do you all
problem.
know what is the diamond problem? Yes, sir. You all know? You know what is the diamond? Diamonds are women's best friends, right? But obviously not good in C++. So what is the diamond problem?
Diamond problem is when we have two subclasses of the same parent.
Okay.
In the sense, like two superclasses have the same like, common child subclass. Two superclasses have a common subclass.
Two superclasses have,
A common
so
subclass.
that is single inheritance. Parent 1, parent 2, child multiple. One child extends two classes.
One child is extending two classes,
Correct.
which have a same attribute.
No. That is not diamond problem. Sir, draw that, sir. Biladi, what he's telling. Maybe I'm not understanding, but let him draw. P1, P2, and there is a child subclassing both P1 and P2. Is that your diamond problem, sir? Child, see? Is this diamond problem? This is multiple inheritance.
Yes.
Do you agree? Do you agree? This is multiple inheritance. One class subclassing more than one parent. It is not diamond problem. No. Yeah. So you have to be very clear when you use some terms which you are not clear about. You
No, sir. No.
no, this is not diamond problem. Does Java support this? Does Java support this?
Only through interface.
Java doesn't support multiple inheritance. Java supports multiple interfaces. You cannot create a class subclassing two. So this is one very obvious difference between C++ and Java object orientation. Java has single inheritance, multi-level, no multiple, and no repeated. So what is the diamond problem? Yeah, go ahead, madam.
So when there is a parent class, I
Is there P1, P2? C?
only one parent class.
Only one parent. Okay, one parent only, sir. Then why do you want to remove that? Abhinav is very upset. Only one parent.
And two child classes.
Two children.
and there is one method in parent class which is overridden by the two child classes.
This is single inheritance, no matter. C1 extends P1. C2 also extends. Don't we? Every class in Java is this, no? Everybody extends object.
If there is some other class which is inheriting C1 and C2, then there will be a conflict.
Now do that. Now you are talking.
Then there will be a conflict of
Grandchild. Call it grandchild.
So if one
This is the diamond problem. This is called in C++ repeated inheritance. Repeated. Yeah, now explain.
So if there is one method in parent class which is overridden by both C1 and C2, so then there would be a conflict of which method should C3 implement.
Very nice. Excellent. This is the diamond-shaped problem in C++. It is called repeated inheritance. C1 is P1 plus C1. C2 is P1 plus C2. And C3 will be P1 plus C1 plus P1 plus C2. So what is getting repeated? The grandparent data at the grandchild level. This is called the classical diamond-shaped problem in C++. Since Java doesn't support multiple, you don't have repeated. As simple as that. So Java doesn't have this problem, nor does it have this feature. C++ has. How do you solve this problem in C++? How do we solve this problem? No idea. Okay, doesn't matter. Anybody? How is the diamond-shaped problem solved? How is the repetition of data solved? No. Right, no. Anybody? Yes, please.
उसका implementation फिर से लिखो.
Mike, please.
वैसा तो फिर से
Yeah,
नया क्लास
only
बना
two, right? Only two.
सुपर डाटा.
I think we should explicitly mention which method we are calling of which particular class.
I am creating an object of grandchild. I say grandchild, not method. Will it call the C1 method or C2? That's ambiguous. How do we solve this problem? No, I will not override my grandchild.
Sir, fully qualified name.
Fully qualified name.
While creating object, you mentioned the fully
You
qualified.
can call, say, C1
C1
colon open or C2. You can do that. Anybody else? You are saying something, sir? Why will it not work? There is something called virtual derivation in C++. Virtual derivation. Different from virtual functions. How many are interested in C++? Nobody. Otherwise, I thought 1 week we can have C++ here. Teach you C++.
Yes, sir.
Virtual derivation. When you create class C1, you say public C1 colon virtual P1. Public virtual P1. And when you create C2, you will again say public. When you go for virtual derivation, there will be only one copy of P1 data in grandchild. When you don't go for virtual derivation, there will be two copies of P1 data in grandchild. Size of the object will increase, and that will result in ambiguity when you refer to data method. If you are interested in C++ material, ping me. I will share my C++ material like how I shared the Python material with you guys. If you really want to learn C++, is there in your syllabus? You can be asked questions on it. You can't say, oh no, we don't know. People, when they come to college, they know what is the 4-year syllabus in the college, so that you don't take them for a ride. Okay, next question. Okay, anybody can answer. What is serialization? And give me a practical use case of serialization.
Sir, is it serialization in DBMS?
No. Yeah, I'm asking you serialization now. Okay. I'm giving a hint, follow-up question. What is a marker interface in Java? And give me an example of a marker interface. Marker interface. to pass, all five of you? Audience, marker interface in Java. Give me an example of a marker interface. When we say interviews, you also should prepare and come, not just the people who are going to face the music. Come on, you should prepare. Nobody?
What is
Yes? What did you say, sir? Or nothing? Yeah?
what is marker?
I'm asking you. This guy is interesting. You are the preview? Anybody? Very interesting. A marker interface is an interface which has no methods defined in it. Now you say, what is the use of it? Right? I repeat, sir, documentation. Serializable. Marker interface is an interface. We'll just say interface I1, close it. Nothing in it. There are a lot of interfaces in Java which are marker interfaces. They have no method. It means if I were to implement it, I don't have to implement anything. Can we go to the documentation, sir? Are you seeing interface called serializable? Now click on methods. Are you seeing all are, no sir, go up sir. All are disabled. No methods, no data members, no constructors. No methods, nothing is there. There are a lot of such interfaces in Java which are called marker. Now scroll down more. Yeah, can you? It is a classes that do not implement this interface will not have their state serialized. So if you want to make your object serializable, you just have to say class employee implements serializable. And when I say implements, I am not implementing anything. That's the beauty about it. So when I say my class is implementing serializable, the Java framework internally will take your object data, convert it to bytes. So let me tell you more about serialization. Serialization is the process of converting the object data into byte stream. Deserialization is take the byte stream and convert it back into object. So if you want your object to be sent across network from machine 1 to machine 2, all your objects should be serializable. If they are not serializable, you cannot transport across network because you will not be able to convert that object data into byte stream. So people who work with remoting will all have to worry about it. Sir, take me to integer class. Read up more on this please, very interesting, integer. Sir, why don't you download and keep, sir? Now, what do you see interesting about this? Sir, scroll down. No, go. Public final class integer. Remember all immutables are final.
Yes.
What does it extend? Number. What is it implementing? Comparable. So that you can compare to integers. So go to number, sir. Click on number. Now what is, sir, scroll down. What is number implementing? What is number implementing?
Serializable.
So what is integer internally implementing?
Serializable.
That is why you can take integer data, convert to bytes. You can take string data, convert to bytes. All the data which are built in Java can be converted to bytes because they all implement serializable. So when I say my class is implementing serializable, what I am telling the Java framework to do is take this data, convert to bytes on your own. If I don't implement serializable, it will not do that job for you. Very, very important concept which is serialization. We'll probably cover one of the days, but you guys should know more about it. Okay? Okay, good. Next question. One interface is serializable, which is marker. So they can ask you a question, what is a marker interface? Or give me an example of a marker interface in Java. So marker interface is one which does not have any methods defined, and those interfaces basically help the framework do something. There's one more called java.remote. Search for remote. Java.rmi.remote. Yeah. Remote. Yeah. Click on that. That's again a marker interface. Are you seeing that? No methods, nothing. There are a lot of methods. I'm sorry. There are a lot of interfaces which are marker. Okay. Okay. Next question, sir. What is an inner class? And how do we create an inner class in Java?
Class inside a class.
A class inside a class is an inner class. Okay, good.
You can create an object of the inner class. Basically, inner class is used when you don't want to give name to that class. For example, anonymous classes can be inner classes because they are wrapped around some other class, and if you want to create an object, since there is no name for this particular class, you create an object of that class and call the method in which you wrap this particular anonymous class.
So if I have to create an instance of the inner class, how do I do it?
You wrap it around the method, and there will be a parent class. Create the object of parent class and you can access through that method.
No, but if the inner class is a name class, it is not anonymous. There is a name given to it. How do I create an instance of the inner class?
You can use like dot
Not what?
parent dot child.
Okay. Anybody else? Anybody else?
To create an object of inner class, we take the references taken from the parent class, and talking about the anonymous class, we kind of override a method inside on the RHS side, new of part, like the name signature of the parent class, and inside that we define a method of our own. We can define a method or variables on right hand side, so that the reference is of parent, but it is pointing to the object which is created by the inner class.
Anybody here? Audience? Inner class? When we don't want to give access to the class, we define it within another class. And the way we create an instance of it is by creating the instance of the outer dot inner. You cannot use the inner directly. Okay. Next question. What are the different access specifiers in Java, and what do you understand by each of them? Different access specifier. Tarun.
The different class modifiers are public,
Static,
private, and protected.
Static is not an access specifier keyword.
Public, protected, private, and static.
Static.
No, static.
Default.
Static is for instance variables.
Default.
Class is when you define. Default, yes. What is the difference between each of them?
So public can be accessed anywhere
Okay.
in the file. But protected can be accessed only within the class members. If the class has the access to it, or if a single class has an access to it, if it's a friend class, and protected.
No.
Private class methods cannot be accessed by default.
Private you can access, no? In the same class you can
Yeah,
access.
private in the same class, but other class members cannot.
You cannot.
Cannot be
Okay.
accessed.
What about default?
Throughout the package.
Okay, what is the difference between default and protected?
Default is used when protected classes are used in anywhere in the packages, but in default we can do the same thing, but in default we can access through the inherent objects also. Like if the parent class is having any.
Don't complicate it. Don't complicate it. Next. Bilari, get the quiz also ready. Freeze it and get it. Yeah. Default, please.
I think default can be accessed when we import that particular package.
Difference between default and protected. Default and public. Yes.
Sir, default is accessible in only package level, whereas protected is accessed in the subclasses.
Default is package specific and protected is package plus children, which can be outside the package. My next question was going to be on that. What is the package? Just to give you a hint on default. When you import a package, when I say import package dot star, what does it make available?
Sir,
All
it
the
imports all the methods of that particular package, all the methods and
Methods.
it will not.
When you have been writing code, import java.util.star, we get all the methods.
All the
and
methods, classes, interfaces, except the sub packages.
import package.star will not make the sub packages available, but interfaces, classes, enums, abstract classes, whatever is defined within it. Okay. Next question. Hello, sir. When you have two packages with the same class, we have a P1 with a class C1, P2 with a class C1. How do we avoid name conflict? Because I want to use both the C1 classes.
There could be two ways to avoid naming objects. One could be using fully qualified name while creating the objects. P1.c1 equal to new object, P2.c2 equal to new P2.c2. This would be one way to avoid naming conflicts. The other way could be in the first package you import package1.star. The second package you can specify which particular class, that is C1 you want to import, P2.c2. So it overrides whatever was there previously.
Good. Very nice. Either you can give a fully qualified name, P1.c1, create an instance, P2.c1, or you can import one of them and the other one you can give the class name. Good. Next question. How does garbage collection work?
If there is some variable and we cannot reference it, like we cannot access it, there is no variable referencing it, then garbage that will be collected. Like that, garbage collector will remove it.
So every time an object gets dereferenced because there is no connection to that in the heap, does that object get released from memory immediately?
No, it's not compulsory to be released.
Okay, then what happens? When does it get released?
When it reaches out of scope of that respective.
So when it goes out of scope, it releases immediately?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Okay. Whenever the object goes out of scope, does the garbage
No, sir.
collector remove
When
it?
the reference goes out of scope.
Correct, that's what I'm saying. Reference goes, that means there are no references to it.
Yes, sir.
Does the object get released from the memory? Yes?
Not
I repeat my question. When the object doesn't have any reference, does that object from the heap get removed? It is only eligible for
garbage collection.
When does it garbage collect? How does it garbage collect? Is something which the JVM takes care. If I say system.gc, which is a static method of the system class, does the garbage collector get fired? System.gc.
May or may
Yes, yes,
Sir,
five of you.
when-
not. Yeah.
What do you mean we are then? That's a very political answer. System.gc, what does it do? Yeah, go ahead.
Sir, actually this garbage collection works like an object is eligible for garbage collection if it satisfies either of them. One is the reference of the object is on or the reference is out of scope. Then only the object is eligible for garbage collection. Whenever an object is collected by garbage collector, a finalize method will be invoked, and this finalize method will
Is
be
finalized method guaranteed to be called?
no, it is not. It is like
In fact, finalize is deprecated.
yes, it can be called or not, but
Is a useless method now because
In
it
Java,
may get called, it may not get called. So writing any code there is not guaranteed to do. So we don't even
it is
recommend it.
ambiguous, sir.
Yeah, it's not okay. So basically, garbage collector gets called when it's running out of memory. It needs to free up memory, and it frees up only those objects which are having zero reference counting. So it internally uses the concept of reference count. Reference count keeps increasing as multiple references point to it. Yeah, Bilari, first question of garbage collection. There's a quiz for all of you, but you guys get to answer. Sir, yeah, this is the first question. How many objects are eligible for garbage collection right before the end of the main method? All of you also Take a paper pen, try doing it. No paper pen for you guys. Okay, give it to them. Give it to them. All of you, take a paper pen and tell me how many objects are eligible. Pay attention to line 2. There is a data member called youngest child. Person has youngest child instance variable.
अरे काव्या
No, we are safe. So long as projector works, I'm happy. All of you,
अरे तो पकड़ेगा बुक लूंगा पकड़ेगा ये दर्द नहीं कर रहा पर 45 मिनट से बैठा हुआ है सर
you are missing.
क्यों सर के बाजू में बैठा हूँ मैं हाँ इलाका अरे कोई दिख रहा ही नहीं है किसको लगा रहा हूँ पता नहीं
आवाज आ जाए बस
So what are the options you have, sir?
स्क्रीन भी ले लेगा
Bilari.
स्क्रीन का कुछ भी नहीं लगा।
स्क्रीन नहीं दिख रहा पूरा
Okay,
लाइट गिर
which
गया
one do you think is the right answer?
Option B.
Option B. When does it become eligible? Look at those line numbers and tell me which line number. That could be another question. Which line number does one object get eligible for garbage collection?
Sir, in line number 8, Diana lost its reference. So
Diana lost his reference. Okay. Bilari, draw the diagram. Elena is pointing to some memory object. Draw there only, sir. Okay. Then Diana is some other memory location. We all agree? Okay. Then Elena's youngest child is pointing to Diana. That means somewhere in Elena there is a data member. Youngest child, yeah, that guy points to sir, Diana, sir. Are you making your point to somewhere? Yeah. Are you there? Diagram. Then what happens to Diana?
डायना
Null.
पॉइंट्स टू
So Diana points to null, sir. Then let that, Diana points to now.
नथिंग
Null. Is it clear so far, diagram? Then what happens after that? Zoe
Zoe.
points to person. One more.
वन मोर पर्सन
Okay. So far, is any object eligible for garbage collection? No, because Elena has a reference, Diana has a reference, and Zoe has a reference. So all three have a reference, right? Nobody is eligible so far. Then what happens? Elena dot youngest child. So now do that, sir. Now what happens? Look at the diagram.
one.
One object is eligible. After which line? 10, sir.
10
Sir, Diana is null is not garbage collection, sir. When Diana is null, isn't Elena pointing to that? Elena's youngest child pointing to Diana's memory location?
Elena's member is reference is lost. So,
Where is it lost?
so that is empty object. Sir.
Now it is empty, sir. After you made that line 10,
Yes, sir.
but you said line 8, no? You are getting it? It is only at line 10. Line 8, Diana is null. But whatever Diana was pointing to, Elena's youngest child is pointing to it. Are you clear, Vishnu?
Yes, sir.
Everybody is clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, then what do we do after that? Zoe is equal to null. Do that. But who is pointing to that? Elena's youngest child. So when you look at the diagram like this, you pretty much know that one object, that middle guy, has no reference. That guy has no reference, which means eligible for
garbage
garbage collection. Are you all there?
yes sir
So whenever you are given a question on garbage collection, the question will never be how many are garbage collected, how many are eligible. You can only talk about eligibility of garbage collection. When does it get garbage collected? We don't. But it will, whenever the GC runs, when it's short of memory or periodically in a separate thread, the garbage collector will run as a low priority thread and keep reclaiming all those objects which don't have any references. Is it clear, everybody? Without diagram, you can get lost, like how Vishnu got lost. Clear, Vishnu? Yeah, next question, sir. Next question. Yeah. What is the output of the following code? All of you.
Alt
Look at it.
bold.
Tell me what is the
This
output.
title. Which of the following contains second line.
The question is which of the following contains a compilation error? Yeah.
Line 2.
Which line contains a compilation error?
X2.
Line X2. We all agree?
Yes, sir.
Great. What is the error there, madam?
There should be a semicolon after int.
Okay, so she will change it. Yeah, Bilari change it to int hot semicolon double code. Is it correct? That is a compilation error. You can't have a double and integer on the same line with a comma delimiter. All statement delimiters are semicolon. Is it correct? Now that is updated. Which of the following? What is the output of the program?
Can't tell. Can't tell.
What is the output of the program?
Can't tell.
Compilation error. Which
error.
line?
X3.
Huh?
X3.
X3. Do you all agree?
Yes.
No, 1 minute. They don't seem to agree with you.
X3.
X3. Sure?
Yes, sir.
Tarun,
Starting numbers need to
I
be
didn't ask you why. Which one?
X3.
X3. Okay, now why? Tell me why.
starting numbers need to be initialized.
Where is that static number?
Hot was not initialized. Square.
Static है. Static.
मेथड के अंदर है तो इनिशियलाइज नहीं किया
That's what I'm saying, very static. Yeah, good. The correct answer is compilation error because local variables have to be
इनिशियलाइज्ड.
initialized. Static, local. Good. If I initialize it, say hot is equal to 1 and cold is equal to 2. What will the output be? What will the output be? Yes, sir.
1 plus 1. 1 weather. 1 weather. 1 weather.
One method.
1
Weather.
whether, not 1 plus 2. Good. Now it's obvious, string integer. I updated 2, but we are not using 2. Otherwise, sometimes in the state of mind, 1 plus 2, 3. Imagine that was just a numeric data. Okay? Yeah, good. Next question. What is the result of compiling and executing the following code? There is a package forecast. In that, there is a vendor class which has a couple of things there. Tell me what would the output be? First, does the code compile? And if it does compile, how? If it doesn't, why it doesn't compile?
Sir, it doesn't compile.
Which line, madam?
After
Tell me which statement. Is it main or before main? After main.
that Boolean heat wave is defined.
That is, it doesn't compile. Okay? She's saying the first statement in main doesn't compile. Boolean heat wave is equal to false. Why? Why it doesn't compile?
Because we have already defined it as
True.
instance.
Okay.
Reinitialize.
Do you agree? It doesn't compile? Do you agree it doesn't compile? You agree? It doesn't compile. Okay? What about others? What about others? Doesn't compile. So, sir, get that code ready. You have test class, no sir? Hilari, copy the code and test.
It does not compile, sir.
Which line, sir?
Sir, because of
Which line?
main.
First line you make.
No, the main signature of main is wrong.
Oh. Oh.
The problem is not with Boolean variables. variable. The problem is not in compilation. The problem is in runtime. Main has to be public static void main. Which
String and arcs.
command and argument. See, that is what they trick you in. So you got, your focus was on static redeclaration, and then you find, compilation error, compile, sir. No, see, no problem in compilation. Runtime error. So what are the options given to you? What are the options given to you? It compiles but throws a
Error.
See, did that not give you a clue, guys? Every time you get an MCQ, first check compilation error, runtime, then go for answers. If one of these two is correct, don't even look at the answers, don't even look at the complex expression. Here there's nothing wrong with static. Now fix that code. Now according to you, Vishnu, what will happen now? Static is there, so we are redefining static, and that is what was the error which Princey
Then
said.
it will compile and run.
It will compile and run. What will you get as output?
False.
False. Now it will compile and run. Now, but one answer which some of them gave is there is already a boolean in line 2, and we are redeclaring a boolean in line 4. But that boolean is static variable. This boolean is a local variable. So there is a difference. Sir, run, sir. False. I want output true. Sir, go to the code page. I want output true in line 5. What do I replace it with?
Test dot heat
Test dot? Yeah, do that, sir. I will say class name dot
Heat wave.
variable. Static. I can do it directly. Now you will get whatever is the static and not the local. Sir? Is it clear?
Yes.
So there is absolutely no conflict with name. The problem was in main. But if the main was proper, many of you would have gone for compilation error. Same variable there, same variable here. There are two different scope here, local and
Global. Static.
static, a local and instance. Change it to instance variable. Now what will happen? What error will you get now? Instance variables cannot be accessed directly. You need to create an object to call it. You can't say test dot now. Sir, compile.
New test.
Now static variable cannot be. Now create an instance and call it. What will sir go to what will the output be if you call new test dot heat wave? True. Sorry, don't initialize it. My bad. Don't initialize it. Remove that true.
False.
So
False.
that means you know that booleans are always default false, integers are zero. That's what. Now you will get false. But if I make it true, I will get true. Yeah. Good. Next question, sir. Very interesting question. Remove all the blanks and show them the options, please. What is the result of compiling and executing the following code? Remove the blanks. Yeah. No, there's a package. No. Bilari, remove that extra blank, sir, after the
Abhay.
end of bracket
Vishal.
and show the first line.
Icon to run.